Hello, my name is Ronnie Bell, and I've been doing my presentation on the UCL reconstructive surgery. So what the UCL is the ulnar collateral ligament, which is in the elbow. It's the ligament that connects the humerus to the ulna. And that's basically a major ligament that gets damaged in baseball players or overhead throwers. And over the years, they found new ways to reconstruct it and new techniques to help with the recovery. And this is basically just going to go over all the things they've done. So back around in the 1950s and 60s, tearing your UCL was considered extremely major and career-ending. But around 1974, the pitcher Tommy John had tore his UCL, and he underwent a pretty experimental surgery where they tried to repair the UCL using a tendon graft. And he was the first successful repair of the UCL surgery, now why it's known as Tommy John surgery. So that y'all can better understand how the UCL surgery works, I found a little video that kind of goes over it. So first they go and look in there and they find that damaged and inflamed UCL, and that means they have to get a new one. So what they would do is usually take a tendon graft out the forearm, and this will become the new UCL. So they cut open the forearm, they move away the muscles, drill holes in the humerus and the ulna, and they take that little tendon graft they got and they run it through, and that now is the new UCL. They then go back, sew it all up, put everything back together, and now you're gonna start your rehab and your recovery. So with the new discovery of this surgery, people have been able to, rebound from this, pretty significant injury. And, throughout the years, they have discovered, better ways to do this, better tendons to use, better recovery processes, and also new forms of the surgery. Like in recent years, there's been this new surgery called the internal brace, where instead of them taking that tendon graft, they would just put a brace over the already damaged ligament and basically have it, heal itself and, regain its old form. So right here is an example of the internal brace surgery. What they do, they start by drilling a hole in the ulna. That's where that brace is gonna initially go. After they finish putting that brace in, they're gonna start suturing up this UCL right here. So they're gonna suture that up. Then they're gonna go back and drill another hole right here in the humerus. And after they're done drilling this hole in the humerus, they're gonna feed this little brace through that hole. And once you do that, then you basically have repaired the old UCL. That right there was an example of the internal brace surgery. And what also came with, new advancement technologies, not only surgeries, but, new recoveries that come with it. Better understanding that you should probably try to strengthen the muscles that go along with the ligaments and things like that, and how, better throwing programs so to make sure that the ligaments, come back, fully intact and fully, strengthened the way it should be. There's also been new discoveries in biomechanics that help determine why these injuries happen and what we could do, in the future to help, not cause them as much. So things like that have really helped with the, the UCL and its ability to recover and its, just ability to not have as many injuries. And that helped many, many athletes get back to where they need and should be and get them back to their full potential.